Hello, hello, Shagatanon here. Welcome back to Caves of God here on the 24th of December 2022. Local time 1807. Couple minutes late. It's not a big deal. I know nobody cares about literally 1 to 2 minutes. But what had happened was I was playing Dwarf Fortress and I was listening to something and I just lost track of time because Dwarf Fortress. I looked up and it was 1758, and then I was like scrambling because the game takes a while to save, but it wasn't too bad. So last time we did some quests and we killed some things, and that's about it. No, we had the not the consortium, the like meeting thing at the base of the spindle at Omen Porch, and then we went back to Gritgate and we had to defend it from the Putus Templar. And then after dealing with the Putus Templar, we were told, like, we need to build this climber and stuff. We're going to go to the gate, or to the spindle. So we're going to build a climber for it. And Barathrum, is his name Barathrum? Because they're the Barathrumites and they follow Barathrum, I think. He was like, I'm going to go up there myself. It's like a big space elevator. I called it. And he's gonna go like see what's up with this signal because it's been silent up there for so long, and he thinks people are back or something, and it'd be cool to find out. So we need to find this mushroom or something. I don't remember its name, and it was a little bit cryptic what they said. So they said, oh, we're lost. Okay, we just left an area that I kept trying to go to and it seemed like a dungeon. So I'm just gonna kind of keep going. Is this honey or, ooh, it is, nice. Recognize the area and stop being lost. This almost looks like, it's not, no, it's not. Okay, so we're in this Rainbow Wood. Dude, I just, what? Bro, I was just trying to get to the world map. I wasn't even doing anything. Trying to be a little careful about how I'm navigating. This is where we just were. World map. Holy jumping fucking shitballs. I hate the Rainbow Wood. That's not wax. What is it? It's sap. Yeah, I was like, it's not honey, it's not wax. Forgotten Ruins. What are you? You're a turret guy, but what are you? Rocket turret. We're gonna try to deal with him. I want to be closer. $725, awesome. And my goat friend is now covered in spores, maybe. And they do have this, like, artifact armor. Oh. That was potentially dangerous. Is this sleep? It's stun gas. What is this? Solar power station flywheel somewhat slow. Photovoltaics are arrayed across two socketed looms. They spin for optimal range and confer sun energy to a vacuum-cased flywheel. Come on, friend. Get out of there. There's too many of them. So many minutes ago now, I wanted to talk about what I was trying to do by showing the world map, and we ran into some issues there, obviously. This is where we fought these voiders yesterday. Primordial soup and slime are reacting. Oh, there's just straight up a chest here. Oh. Oh, those are babby voiders, okay. What are you? Oh, I got an achievement. Re-sludge Monty? Moat? I can't. The text is too tiny. I mentioned it before, but I have a filter on my mic, and it's kind of see-through, and in my peripheral, the corner of the screen is fine. I can see things in the peripheral, but if I have to read in the corner, it's a little bit more difficult. And then if it's really tiny text, like the achievements are, then, well, that's a problem. So it's mostly only really an issue during streams. Then I can't like lean up to look at it because I'll hit the mic with my face. Oh, that's not a voider, that's a phaser. A phase spider. No, it's a voider. They do webs, okay. Can we not get lost this time? That would be awesome. Okay, so I think that specific spot is intended to be difficult, and that's probably why. So we're right here, okay? And this area, if we look at it, is called the Rainbow Wood. The hint we got was something about rainbows or colors or whatever, and I immediately thought of this place. And then it also mentioned coral, like follow the coral path or something. And this is the only thing I could think of. Lake Hinnom, coral fingers poke out from the sponge bed and pierce the algal bloom where white esh flock in the hundreds. We have this reef, a hydropon. I mean, we might check out the hydropon. Maybe that's where we need to go. What's this up here? Ruins? Yeah, Baroque ruins. Rampant green spread canopies, a starburst of the Eater's richest works. The jungle is torn at the corners, where crystale balustrades and star orchid lancets peek through. What's this here? Ibamish, we know that name. And Kirkatone, we know that name. Let's just head into the lake and see if we find anything. Let's get out of those damn woods. Let's investigate the ruins. Higakesh Triquetra. What are you, and where is my friend? You look big. Wet Sultan Croc. Deposits of bone stuff were cast into the molds of fractured plates and ridges across the fourfold span of his gigantic self. He flattens under his own titanic weight, and teeth the size of Falkreath picks array his stone-like mouth. What are you? Kaleidoslug. You're neutral. By a bright enough light, it nearly glows. How the hide of its striped trunk shines like ribbons of painted glass suspended in a crystal shell, and yet it moves. Serenely it glides, its crystalline fractal gills wafting in an unseen current. From time to time, it croons a soft howling melody. You were hostile, yes. What is this? Algal water. What are you? Oh, that's the slug. It just looked different. What are these fish? Wet prism perch. Unlidded eyes stare out from a whirling school of opalescent scales. Are you serious? I can just use the Uber Nostrum. I don't see my hand coming back yet. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. We got a lot of stuff happening over there. It's not just slugs. Tongue Tyrant. They're tough. Let's read about them. Scum-slick rubber trunk rings wobble under a bouquet of wiggling Titan tongues. Map-like patterns decorate the spotty red and swollen organs, and a shower of saliva wets the encircling earth. I regenerate my hand, and that thing died for 800 experience. Right hand. You're cool. You're not. Or, well, you're dead, whatever you are. Yeah, you're the jumble of tongues. You're a tongue tyrant. Are there two things there? How do I hit just the tongue tyrant? Or do I end up hitting both? Damn it, it died. I wanted to get the kill. What's up, American? No, I appreciate it, but I don't like spoilers. What are you? Svartum Scrounge. Though yet young, she has gathered wits beyond a hatchling's, and now also gathers tinsel trinkets to hoard. By crushing polyps of coral in her mouth and rolling the bits in sticky spit, she crafts gobbets of razor-sharp shrapnel to launch at those who threaten her. Permadeath is on, but I'm not using it. I just quit the game if I die, because I don't really enjoy it. Polyps grow across his torso and shoulders like a talith. Fullerite and chrome and glass pop out like fins. The eremite is a walking piece of reef. I started with it on, and as I started getting further, this was the furthest character I got, and I was like, well, this is gonna be the character I beat the game with, and I'll probably do all my future playthroughs in the roleplay mode. A plasma jelly. This sounds like it could be dangerous. Roses of burning ions bloom inside the slick and glassy membrane. Trailing the galactic bell is a tetrad of incandescent feelers, melted jade and ivory, steaming the air. Lots of ionized stuff. I'm pretty disappointed in that Uber Nostrum. So that thing just hit me back multiple times. That's pretty terrible. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty painful. It's tough for a reason. Where's my friend? Did you get knocked? Is that what just happened? Did you get knocked back? Oh no, I see you now. You're just hard to see. Be worth 850? Not bad. No, stay out of there, friend. A trining lamprey's tail, a dram of Volkreed flake, and a dash of prominent perch cheek. Is this new? Let's find out. Oh, there's a plasma jelly, so the Auto Explorer didn't even try to read it, I guess. Junk dollar. Velvet hairs warm the radial pentacake, and a powdery dust hovers like atmosphere. Something gleams inside its mouth. So I guess we might have already read this. In 1BR, the gyre widened, and the final plague afflicted the land. The Gersh Nephilim rose from their cradles on the moon stair and slouched toward Cud to eat its young. Reshef rose to meet them in battle and cast them back. No! Yeah, I'm probably gonna load back. Yeah. Oh man, it's weird. The game just closed. So strange. Right when that happened, too. out of those woods. A lair. What is it? Salta, yeah. Legendary Sfardum Scrounge. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. What the hell are these crane things? Wet white ash. Flame white feathers bend to a sinuous curve of repose. His stick legs and fisher beak bracket his body in coral and orchid hues. I'm gonna keep on moving. Let's check this out. Okay. Seems friendly enough so far. Maybe not. Are you cool? You are cool. You're the guys that give monochrome, though. Alright, auto-explore. Engraved bizarre contraption, a puzzling artifact. One auspicious day, Bashid trekked through a lifeless salt pan and stumbled on a mysterious monolith. From that day forward, he was obsessed with brine. What a weirdo. It's a solar condenser. The drained capacitor. We have multiple downstairs pathways. It looks like shops because they have signs. Where is an oven? We don't have an oven? Oh, that's fine. A hunk of cheese. Very delicious. All right, let's talk to people. Live and drink, friend. Come to the Ud shared together. Feel safe and free as wood smoke. Who are you? Ruk is called Reap by Krik dwellers Guk. Ruk is a dweller here too, and before then a builder of place. Guk, Gaub, Mak, and many. Krik, eyes build a new Ud in the reef, hundreds of years. You tower over every other frog I've seen. Are you Sfardium? Ruk is Sfardium like the hatchling from Reap the egg, but wound down the shoot of years in hundreds. Ruf, and grown so long and warty. Ruk was a hatchling once. Cries to think on it. Aren't the Sfardium one of the gyre plagues? Yes, Ruk was once. Plague in the sky hundreds of Bep years. Reap, not so now. Long time Ruk. Gaub, Mak hide in the sponge and Bep eat lice. When find many eyes, Ruk and Reap friends built the Ud. Joyful Krik helping. Yeah, there were words in there, buddy. I'll take your word for that. Do you know anything of the other plagues? Plagues bloom 1,000 years then die back. Shrink under the earth's sponge are Krik. Move here and east. Vanta, Gershling, Reap, rot, die. Ruk the hatchling once saw the Nephilim, Krik loom. Ruk frightened and Reap hid inside a sponge for 30 moons. These shining pipes, what are they? Water and gas, Krik piped through the Ud, Bep to feed the plants, dwellers and machines. Dwellers blew the glass in hues like the prism perch to look pretty. Shared Bep together, joyful helping. What can you tell me about Ud? Reap joyfully. Ud shed rift together. Rick walk, reap, and feel safe. Crick, and free as wood smoke. Here, there, through the corals, under the pipes. Great pond and reef air. Bep, eat star apple and drink. See pattern, crick, on crick, the bright slugs. No idea what I just read. Gurk. No, that was Gurk. Bookbinder, leech farmer, Muck. What indignity have you come to heap upon the mound, whelp? Out with it. Who are you? Who am I? Mock, that's all you get. I'll not waste the honey of my mouth on idle inquiries. I've never seen a frog of your stature. And is that the crick of whole of your crick fool statement? Yes. Trust what you hear of this Fardium, whelp. The sky blackens at our session, and we are like to eat you. Wow. What can you tell me about the freehold? Have the Adi chewed the hue from your eyes? See for riff yourself. Free folk make a gathering here, and their racket rings through the reef. One can hardly steep in his greens without being muled to by a salt-stung baby. This pond is peaceful. It was once. What happened? Well, affix rip your eyes to that clam right yonder. Go step inside and find your answers. I don't know that I saw a clam. It might have been something else. We'll look at it in a minute. I mean, I think he was trying to get me killed, I understand, but just curious. Statue of Eater. Feathers erupt from a stone canvas and shatter into a figure from the deep past. Hair, skin, brow, thigh. The details hatch a new emotion inside you, the sense of the strange familiar. As you move about the petrified likeness, you wonder at how this eater managed to incise themselves into your space-time braid. Ayo, greetings, I am Tarum. Rokas, I ranch these here buttes. This is your ranch. I said I ranch these here buttes. The freeholders ain't much for letting a body lay claim to land, and to what I'd have wished for, but as the Isakari say, should your compass lead you to the 6-day stilt, throw it in the well. Are you from the desert? How'd you end up here? Lived most of my life on a desert steppe twixt the flower fields of Cud and the Muri's salt plains. I ended up here when my snap-brain cousin played tinker with one of them coiler doodads. The less said about all that, the better. Are those giant slugs? Callida slugs. Beautiful slugs they are. Lovely crooners. Love them. Big old slugs. What do you think of the Oot Freehold? Is what it is. Fine enough place. I have a trade, critters, and nowheres else to go. I ain't much for grand experiments. I just got to live, Ken. Trade. There we go. Unfortunately, you do not have a recoiler. Live and drink. Who's next? The warden. You might have a quest or something. There's some stuff I want to identify in a minute, I think. Moon and Sun, friend, you walk the Oot Freehold and are welcome if peaceful. Is there aught you need from Une? Need you defending or cybernetic wares, or are you here for the hurdy-gurdy? Like, do we actually get an instrument? A hurdy-gurdy instrument? Who are you? I am called Une, Warden Une, when someone needs to wear authority for outsiders. And you? What's your name? I am Tarum. Lovely to meet you, Tarum. Now, need a question answered, a tune played, a body upgraded? Tell me about the Freehold. Oh, I'm hardly an unbiased observer, I'm afraid. The Freehold is the only welcoming home I could ever have imagined for myself, and my home before was worse than most. I feel a freedom and responsibility here that I would know nowhere else, that no one else could ever know at all. But bias aside, you can see for yourself that we're a collective thriving without hierarchy. I'm rightly proud to defend that. What is a hurdy-gurdy? An old music machine. Well, I suppose this one is not so old. This one I commissioned from a wandering artisan whose life I saved. A story for another time. Surely you've business. That thing sounds like a dying animal. Oh, so it called to you. A fellow dying animal? I'm not a dying animal. You are a dying animal, so am I. We are all dying animals, scrabbling for what extra scraps of time we can grasp, even the eons old. We are each and every one of us a dying animal, or plant. We all decay, is the point. And the hurdy-gurdy doesn't like how you sound either, for what it's worth. Is this how you always greet visitors? To be fair, I was the rude one first. Is this how you always visit settlements? No, do not answer. Is there aught you need? Are your eyes glowing? Of course my eyes do not glow. You see the glint of my mask's optics. Your shield bears resemblance to a Templar's aegis. If it were a Templar's aegis, it would bear the holy rhombus. No knight would be caught dead carrying this blank slate. Where did you get it? One long, luminous stare. I think it best if we kept to more practical questions. I apologize for prying. I'm not wroth with you, but I owe you no conclusions so easily grasped. All the same, consider yourself forgiven if you wish. Sit and listen to my hurdy-gurdy and we shall be friends. Very well. Just here to listen. Then you are welcome. Make comfort as you need and I will play. Oh, this sucks. I have no idea what these are, and that's going to be a pain to get a hold of. A workshop. A rock tumbler. Rubber lines the inner topology of a motorized barrel. A kettle of ebon carbide grit sits in the underchamber ready to abrade. A lathe. Handwheel and spindle turn to sand off matter and grift the world with helices and round things. Metal dust accrues on the ground beneath. Sewing machine. Inside the scratched metal C, a needle and a bobbin prepare to punch a pair of threads into a lock stitch. Initials are carved all around its pedestal. The wet paints of earth, clay, slag, chrome, and dye slouch a half idea with material weight. The transformation is arrested through indecision or neglect. A display breadboard. Yeah, I can see that. Plastic housed in grainy wood is perforated in a grid of contact points. Capacitors and inductors are fastened in the spring clips and networked with a bouquet of wire. BEP. BEP-C widget or BEP-C widget? BEP? BEP is BEP, a good meat. Are you Svardium? BEP Vardium from the egg once. What do you know of the gyre? Bep Flame and... This is Gree? Bep Flame and Ben Brass to make ring ball Gree gyre for library. So much trash. Did a goatfolk bully crash through your workshop? Tink mess. Flame bits for Tink and onto floor. Recruit snap. Glass smatter. Core fries and lecky spill. Tell me about the Ud Freehold. Bep make all and anise. Bep to lounge in green gold, cubby, smoke pillow, and kurka and tali. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. You might have what I'm looking for, though. This sounds cool. Partial nanomatter assembly. Or monomatter. Oh, it's just scrap. Never mind. I just saw the name and I was like, that sounds cool. Portable wall. Tiny glyphs are inscribed on each exterior face of the handheld box. Though contrarians still puzzle over their meaning, most of Kant's prominent linguist cults have converged on a single interpretation, for when both nature and architects have failed you, one brass pole ring separates you from the promise of those words. Small stone. Yep. I was like, that sounds like it's it. Cool. Now what do I sell for that? What do I get rid of? I can get rid of an ingot. It'll actually increase my weight a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Because ingots are heavy. Live and drink. Okay. I have the freehold recoiler. Install a solar cell, that's usually good enough. And I'm happy. Now, are these the things? Yeah, I need to examine these. The lacquered strange tubes are not owned by you. Let's hold off on it. Alright, let me get a good swig of water here, too. Lacquered glass hydraulic pipe. Glass was blown into a machine artery and ion colored to fluorescent green-yellow with uranium. Hello, no, I need to know what these are. A printer, foaminator, a barothrum clock. Is this the place we read about before that said like they commissioned clocks? Hey, you can just take that, okay. Glass furnace. Soda ash and limestone flow down a series of hot crucibles and canals toward the batch blanket, where glass is then retrieved and refined. I really like the word crucible. I think it sounds way cooler than it is in a way, but still. So are these all in the same area? Because there's multiple stairs. Is it going to all be part of the same map? Yeah, it is. What is this? Convalescence? Ooh, it is. No one can see a thing, I hope. I did nothing wrong, did I? What are you? Yes. Now we need 4 more. Let's read about it. The microscopic cartridge synthesizes dopamine at a rapid rate and floods the neural pathways in motivational bliss. We need 4 more and we can make that Betel happy. So this is just one that makes you better at ammo stuff. Every schematic for a single class of ammo energy cells mid-tier. Destroyed when uninstalled. Oh. We have a regeneration tank here and it's working. Very interesting. Keep this in my back pocket. That's much better than Bethesda Susa. Cool. Still part of the same area. Now, who are all these people? Let's just walk around. Auto explore. Who all is in here? Becoming Nook. Oh, it's something else, yeah. None of these are talkable? What are you? Yeah, you're... Why didn't you show up? Interesting. Long smoky croak. Ah, friend, here at last. Sit, smoke, rest. Sorry, have we already spoken? Yup, but seconds ago, as only yesterday. No? Ho ho ho. Continued croaking laughter. Laugh. Ho 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 ho. We have fun. Who are you? Over time, Giob. Good as any. Names, eh? Greetings, Giob. I am Tarim. Congratulations. Condolence, whichever. Mind and name slipped by another. Well, let's talk about something else then. I can't help but notice your impressive stature, even in repose. So large? Oh, well, hatchlings, so rage-dense. Size diffuses, no? However, Mac diverges. Egg rage simmers on a greater pot. Our voice eld feeble. Close your ears to it, ho. What can you tell me about Ud? Sun, we once blotted out nestles our horizon. We tend thought seeds with algae, wrap in crysteel, bathe in arclight, build, live, fight. Here as elsewhere, grow is struggle. Fun to watch, no? Ho. Banner of the Holy Rhombus. Now that's Templar stuff. Air circulates and the sheet standard breathes. The edges of the red diamond shrink and lengthen. Blood courses through the arteries of time and into the tissue of the new flesh. Bestows the war trance effect to the Putus Templar who can see this item. This rifle can trade? How much do I have? Did I do that? It's fine. I'm thinking it's going to be another Barathrum replay. That could be bad. Oh, that's a chair. Gelatinous prism and denizen. Organic matter is liquefied by agents of decay and pressurized by tight spaces into the shapes of prismatoids. Galvanized by a cousin instinct to hunger, the gelatin entity now extrudes itself forward in prism form. Half-moon glass roofs the subterrarium and protects the corpse eaters, who have prospered inside. They are an arcology of gills. So we're in like the security tunnel. Bashid, deep in the wilds of the battery-worshipping district of Surkava, Bashid stumbled upon a clan of frogs performing a secret ritual. Because of his desiccated eyes, they furiously rebuked him and declared him a villain to their kind. We can now visit there and do all kinds of stuff. Light sculpture. Blue laser light bursts out of the reference beam and reimagines a wavefront sculpted on a light lathe. Air adds a layer of grain. Wonder what that could be. Very interesting. What is that? Brain sculpture. I was actually going to mention very brain-like. Foam plush is arranged into gyri and sulci to mimic the brain maze. Looks like a bed to me. Brackish, unctuous water. What? Oh, a waterbed with that in it. Idly weaving. We can't go through there. Okay. There's a dude up there. What are these? Funerary urn. That looks like someone who got confused. Looking for names that ring a bell. Wait, for what? Ingesting one tonic while under the Great Salt Sea. And I think this is the last one. Longer than a standard chem cell. Another disease book. Cool. What is going on with you, Jaeger? How's it going? There's still one more spot I haven't checked then, isn't there? I haven't seen a kitchen yet, have I? Of course, better is a very subjective thing. I prefer this game. I think Tales of Maj'Eyal is really cool. Tales of Maj'Eyal does a lot of interesting things. It has like the I don't remember what they're called, chronomancers. There's like oozemancers. There's all kinds of weird and interesting different types of characters you can be. But I think I prefer this game. I like the style, the presentation, the look, and everything of this game more. I like the setting of this game quite a bit. It has a very interesting part of the presentation layer is the way they describe things. Here we have a plant in ornate pot. Slink green plant lobes splay out of the ancient cauldron with chromium incision. They live and breathe like their loam-bound cousins, but their biodata was spliced with the amaranthine seed. They do not die even as the eaters about them decompose. So very interesting and fascinating descriptions of things, which I really like. Is anyone down here? Can anyone see me? Actually, I could just try to read this. Congealed hulk honey, vine wafer sheaf, tart beard gland paste. We get strength, we thirst at half rate, we can use corrosive breath. We have the hulk honey inside of soul curd. We can use corrosive breath. Whenever you take damage, we might heal. That's really good. Shadowy big hummus. And intimidate. If you already have intimidate, gain a +2 bonus on the ego roll. So again, Jaeger, it's very oh my goodness, eat some tongue in cheek. Well, we gotta see it. What does it do? I gain the activated ability tongue. So he became Gene Simmons? You start to metabolize the meal, gaining the following effect for the rest of the day. And use sticky tongue at level 4. Whenever you jump, you beguile a creature, as per beguiling at rank 7 to 8 for the duration of this effect. We gotta take a look at it. so don't jump because I don't want to beguile anyone. I have a friend already. So you capture prey with your sticky tongue. You pull the nearest creature toward you. Okay. Someone used that on me before. So anyway, what I was trying to say is, I guess I kind of prefer the way a lot of like the combat and stuff is done in this game. The way a lot of the stuff like the mutations and all that, that's a system I really like, and I think that's why a big reason I prefer this. Again, there are a lot of reasons. I think Tales of Maj'Eyal is really good, but to me this hits more boxes that I just prefer. Again, I like the look of this game more. Presentation and look are kind of two different things. Look meaning the visual graphics and style and everything. Presentation being like the way the text is written and everything. The setting, I do prefer the setting of this thing. Like, you know, these ancient humans and stuff did all this cool stuff, and now it's all this lost technology. But there's still robots and everything. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on with this setting that I think is really appealing. And then again, just the whole mutation system. And this game gets absolutely wild, where once your ego gets high enough, I think 35 or something, you get this, you start to understand like the psychic worlds and everything, and then things will actually come hunting you down, and there's all kinds of like cool things that start to go on with that. And it's very, again, I have a friend who I think would call it purple prose. It's very much just like kind of these interesting excessive descriptions. I mean, it doesn't really change what you're doing as a player, but you know, if you can kind of get into that character a little bit, it's really fascinating. If you can kind of, I don't know if you'd say suspension of disbelief or what, but you know what I mean? If you can kind of just roll with it and get into character, I think it's pretty cool. We're in the outskirts. Where are we? Hold on. And pluck a coral polyp off the strut and toss it aside. Huh. There is an oculus in the center of the dragonfly drone's sensory array. It unshutters with a whir and emits a glowing beam of force. Let's get out of there. $800. Nice. Another 800. Where did my friend go? The answer would be neither permadeath or roleplay. Basically, I would play roleplay, but I didn't when I started the character, and so I just, you know, quit when I die or something. This is gonna be the character I beat the game with, and I'll probably go roleplay from there on. I'm a big fan of roguelikes. They're some of my favorite games, but I'm not a fan of permadeath mechanics in games. Yet my favorite roguelike is Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode. I don't like permadeath mechanics though. I don't find it fun. I think permadeath mechanics work okay on short games. I think even as much as I love Noita, I think that game is pushing it, because a full Noita run takes like many hours. if you're gonna do like, you know, you go look at someone like Dunker Slam doing a 33 or whatever orb run in Noita, and it's like a 10-hour run, and that dude's fast. Like, that dude knows what he's doing, and it's still like 10 hours, and it's like, well, yeah, if you die, you die. It's done. Too bad. This is Uram. While traveling through Kirkatum, Uram stopped at a market in Tarcharuk. At an obscure shop, she purchased a rhythmic floating orb and named it Rhythmic Hakas Uramgift. Then she went to a nearby tavern and lost Rhythm Hakas Uramgift in a game of dice. She cursed the tavern and left Tarcharuk. Well, I was about to say, I know what that's going to be. I've had, like, debate is not the word, but, like, I've kind of talked a lot about my thoughts on permadeath, and I understand why it appeals to a lot of people. I really do. And I think it's fine on a shorter game, like a Spelunky or something like that. But on a longer RPG or something, yeah, I don't really like it. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead was another example where, like, I had a character that, you know, lasted me like a month of playing real time, but then you die and it's just gone unless you backed up your saves or something, you know. And I'm like, that to me is not fun at that point because I spent so much time on that character. If it's something that I'm investing just an hour or so in, I don't really mind. Oh, we got lots of friends. Of course. Did they... Something happened. Memory Eater. 8 rings of pointed teeth rasp away tissue, and its suction cup mouth latches onto the exposed spinal column and sucks out the raw nerves. Its glands are fat with stolen memories. We have lots of enemies in here, huh? Can I make this count? I can. Awesome. Let's do it. What are these? Just gemstones. Okay. Oh, wait. I should have read their description. I think we've seen these before, though. I think I fought one somewhere. Heat, pressure, beauty, and transformation are concepts understood by every manner of human being. When the sundry tribes commune by campfire and the hill folk aver the godliness of the mountain face. Aver? Yeah, I think aver. So does the troglodyte speak with wonderment of the splayed crystal things that glint in the shadows of her cave. Though neither has the language to articulate the mechanisms that connect them, together they know these things are the same. I feel like this might be painful. Missing a right hand. Cool. I only have one more turn. Try to get this one. Nope. You're not mad, are you? That one's still perfect. They resist. Looks like it. That memory eater's getting jacked up, isn't it? Hit all kinds of wrong things there. Did not mean to sprint. I cannot hit this guy again. What the hell? Jacked up the walls and stuff. And this one is badly wounded. I'd love to do some damage. Ah, that was a bad move. Dude, I just can't deal any significant damage. There we go. How's my friend doing? They're still somehow perfect. Did I get something? No, I don't think I did. We got another cleave. Oh, it's only -1 right now, though. God damn it. We can make more. I don't care. We'll use some of these. Ah. Oh well. Okay, so they have something going on where they just seem to be able to. They have very high armor value, it seems. Wait a minute. No, we had. Ended up killing something anyway. We had stuff that we could fight here. We'll take a quick stroll through and pop some of the weak things. What's your deal? You're hostile. Why? Okay. Is this what the guy was talking about with the clam? Giant waveform half shells of calcium are dusted with moss and algae. They lie at an open, welcoming angle, and the portal muscle at their center palpitates with spatiotemporal regularity. I think it said we're 5 strata deep. Yep. Why did it just like... Why did it save? Is that another... Yeah, it's a gemstone. Cool. We can always warp out of here. And it looks like we're gonna have to. I'll try hitting this clam, though. Oh. Attacked it. Palladium reef surface. So we saw some of these before. Whoa, what was that? Don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Reef Hermit. Let's go up this way. And jungle. Svardim hatchling is fine. Oversized and glistening green feet pitter-patter like raindrops. Quite alone and as overwhelming in numbers as the frogs they propel. Stirred on by a lightning-quick metabolism and shaken with thunderous pangs of hunger, she longs to grip prey in her sticky forefeet and gnaw it to the bone. These should both be hostile, right? I don't know, is this the same one I saw earlier? I think so, the description seems different. Oh. Now the frog's mad at me. Didn't mean to do that. Get away, friend. Wait, what is this? It's just something burning, right? Yeah. Well. We can definitely get some experience here. Quatravolt glider. Its body is a clotted, finned cord that hovers and strums the air with magnetic force. Barbells crack out of its mouth, then sizzle and fry its saliva. Oh, that's cool, but you're not hostile, so whatever. These guys are... What's your deal? Scrounge. Though yet young, she has gathered wits beyond a hatchling's, and now also gathers tinsel trinkets to hoard. By crushing polyps of coral in her mouth and rolling the bits in sticky spit, she crafts gobbets of razor-sharp shrapnel to launch at those who threaten her. That is a very interesting ability you've developed there. Like, good for you. Oh, that's not doing much of anything, is it? We're not ready for another freezing ray. I can laze out there, but yeah, it's not going to be that great. Nothing passes past from the northwest. This is a game where I would actually be slightly concerned by that. I wanted to get some of those tongue things. I don't think we got any kills, and I wasn't going in there with all the plasma. I know it won't just straight up kill me, I've been in it before, but... Okay, this is, dangerous already. Where'd it go? There's a croc thing down there. And I lost sight of it. Give me the lead slugs. I'll take it. Do you identify? You don't? Well, I'm not buying that. What are you? Oh, it's one of the kaleidoslugs. I know I saw one of those crocs down here. And we have more clams that'll probably teleport us around. Wait. Why did we get 1750 experience? Historic sites. More. We're on the surface. Very interesting. Can we get that for like literally every screen I go to? That'd be awesome. These dudes are cool. Oh no, maybe they're not. I think I saw something happen. Oh, I just remembered it. Okay. Alright, we got it. A red gel. Magmatic. It's Birkin time. No! Don't kill my friend. Son of a bitch. I'll give it one more go. I was thinking. Not What the hell? Why are my arrow keys not working? There we go. This is where we fought, yeah. Well, that guy's not gonna make it. That kind of sucks. They stole my kill. Alright, we're like killing them, but it's very odd. I wasn't hearing any feedback. We got experience though. Is there anything I can get here? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's go down here. Pretty sure I went this way before. Yeah. I went through one of these. Try to figure out. I think it was the bottom left one. Yeah, that's a no. For the top right one, unless it's different every time. Doing it again. Keyboard wasn't working until I clicked in the game. It's random, that sucks. Or strata deep. Let's just explore for a minute. Oh, you look normal. I like that. You're not worth much. A kudzu. Oh, we can at least two-shot the eyeless crab. Eyeless crabs are horrible. Wait, what's your deal? Though yet young, she has gathered wits beyond a hatchling's and now also gathers weapons for a better hunting. By breaking a chunk of coral along its shear lines and chewing it down, she shapes the debris into a fragile but deadly edge. What's your deal? An eld. This Svardim has done what so few others have. She's aged. Wart-brained and weightier than her kin, she roams the country with her underlings, cloak-swathed, looking for prey, vulnerable to her physical deviations. Are you hurt? What's going on? Alright, you just don't want to follow? How about if I do this? Now you'll follow. Yeah, come this way. Come to me! There. If you're wondering, I just don't entirely trust the system because I had one of my followers corrupted. And they disappeared and they got cleaned up by the game. Well, when I did the wish that the game told me to do to remove the corruption. So I like to make sure they're nearby when I do things. The asphalt right there. Sure is. That was a shaft, okay. I should have looked at it. I've been seeing them and I was like, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I have an idea though. Just give me these weak amoeba and stuff, but make them each worth like 50 million. That would rule. Nullworm, it's been a minute. And it's been a minute since we've seen a bunch of like baboons and stuff. What are you? Acid gas. Ooh, legendary one. Just noticed. Ooh-ooh-hoo-iya, the three-ringed baboon sophisticate. From atop her sunning boulder, this small monkey peers at you with eyes full of curiosity. Two puffs of gray fur billow out from either side of her face. Hated by the villagers of Samrimu for slaying one of their leaders. Why are you wearing a rubber suit? Where did you get it? Not ready. I chopped something off. Where's it at? Their feet. Chopped off your feet. I forgot what it's like to find a bunch of baboons. An eyeless crab all the way over there? Hey, you. Don't steal the stuff. Let's get this wine. Oh, I realize why we're fighting all this stuff. It's changed. If we go back up, still subterranean caves, but we fell down shafts from... Yeah, I'd have to be able to get back up there. So we'll probably just use the recoiler. I think we are still below the lake. Let's hop up here. Why is it mad? They followed in here one time, I guess. But no one seemed to care. So we have shafts right here. I think that's probably safe. Because it would just lead right down into here. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna do this on... Oh, wait. Here. What about this one? So what are your deals, by the way? You're all the same, you just look different colors. Check it. We're on the surface. I've yet to attack one of these. It says it's hostile, but... Velvet hairs warm the radial pentacake and a powdery dust hovers like atmosphere. I will look at it another time. What are you? So you're average, I like that. A giant cone of calcareous shell conceals a soft foreign body. It tilts to the side, and its many whorls are sequenced to impress the eye with pleasing geometry before swerving to uncomfortable and dizzying disharmony. Come on, that's gotta be... Come on. I know he moved that second time, but come on. Berserkin' time. $800, I love it. We got some of those tongue things down at the bottom there. You know what? They're eating those frogs. I don't really want to attack the frogs. It's like they keep passing us around. And they're fine and injured and... Well, it's gonna suck, isn't it? Dismembered something. A leaf. Hey, bully levels up. Awesome. They are injured though. I think we saved, yeah, we saved him. Good. Let's chill here for a little bit. Raw worm meat. Oh yeah, we killed a null worm. I forgot about that. A mungine, an embossed white ash feather, a rescued page torn from on humanoid mimicry of animals and plants, and a sprinkle of dorsal Sephardim drool. Delicious. Alright, I'm going to do something at my own risk here, which, you know, I assume that risk when I do things like this, so bear with me. I'm clicking through some things here. This one, okay. I'm just going to confirm something in the background here. So give me a moment. Okay. I know what needs to be done. Good. I'll use this knowledge now. I will use this knowledge to my benefit. I don't like it. It's because I was meditating. That's right. Okay, I have no idea where we're at. Let's find out. Okay, that's not too bad. I believe we need to go here. You're lost. So I'm glad we got the recoiler. And we got to see the freehold. But seems like it's not where I needed to be. Oh, we got dudes here. Phylactery Squire. Wet skin scintillates behind her ears, her spine cambers in anticipation of its blood-faded curvature. And she pokes out her chin in emulation of her elders. Wood polish stains her hands, which she struggles to keep dead still. Oh no, more! Sigo Bamand, Wraith Knight Templar of the Binary Honorum. Oiled and brushed mail hang across her crooked spine and salient jaw. The color, too, was sucked out of her irises by her tangled lineage, and her wet rosy lips catch the light and toss it back across a sharp sneer. She's puffed up in emulation of her peerage and the symbol of her sword. So unless we did a really lucky dismember, which I've done before, that's going to be a problem. I may be inspired to cook that meal, but we got to get out of here. Get into the primordial suit. I'm fine with that. Is this a lava weep? Yeah. I'm glad I've got all these points in extra legs. They're hungry as well. Regain your bearings. What is that, a wine weep? Yeah. What an interesting idea. Something just secretes wine. Their leafy lobes flush and dampen with liquid. I'll treat that as a save, I guess. No, let's keep trying to... Oh, come on. I have no idea where I'm at. I don't like this place. What was that, oil? Ink. Ink is something I don't think we've actually seen much ink yet. All the mushrooms. It didn't say it was covered in spores, so I'm just gonna keep going for now. I'm wondering if I should follow this. Wait, what are you? You covered... Yeah, you're like surrounded by blocks, though. Oh no, there's some oil up there. I'm gonna kind of follow this around a little bit. No idea where I'm at since it made me get lost again. Ah. What's up here? Are you sap or your honey? I got like a full thing of honey. I don't need any more right this moment. It's gonna weigh me down. What's going on, Tusk? You know what my answer to that is? Just don't do it. That's my approach. A legendary tri-sludge. Cool. 3,000 experience for getting here. I like that. Wait, was that, it's still rainbow wood. There are hostiles nearby. I don't believe you. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm just not into all the, you know, I'm not into a lot of the family kind of stuff. I just want to know where I'm at. Oh, you're just really killing me here. You know what might be better? I have an idea. Yeah, this isn't gonna help. Canyons, hills, and mountains, and salt dunes. And it always seems to be centered around that one particular area, but I think I'm gonna use the recoiler. We can regain our bearings and try again. So are you done now, Tusk? Or are you going back tomorrow? What are you doing? I guess for you it's like midnight now, though. Jaeger is live. Okay, if I go down here and I go over a bunch of squares. You see this? That's a lot of dudes. I want to get away from that. Cider Weep over there. I'm just gonna keep going left for a bit. As long as I can, I'm going to. You're wine, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess I hope it goes well for you, Tusk. I don't know. Oh, something spat at me, didn't it? Covered in spores. That's what they can do. More on that in a minute. You asshole. Oh, it's down below. Okay. I've seen that before, but I forgot about it. I want to get out of here. There's too many. And you're hurt. Rest up here until healed. We have more of them showing up, of course. There's a mushroom on the other side there. We were here a minute ago. I recognize that weep. These are made of wine. Try not to waste all our ammo on them. You're gonna trigger it, dude. Even if it doesn't matter, you're still gonna do it. Don't do it, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Legendary giant cider weep. A metaspawn cordilo maumacrosier. And we'll chill here for a moment. Slumberlings, are you okay? $262. Could be better, could be worse. Premium booze source. Yeah, maybe. Oh, what is your deal? Saphosa crab, the many-legged eyeless king, crab deep crawler. This enormous crab scuttles forth between a cavernous ivory shell large enough to house a man and a bedroll. And in fact, cod subterranean hermits are known to take up residence in the flaking shells of dead king crabs. Hated by flowers for reprogramming their favorite robot. Well, that's just unacceptable. We can't allow that. Ah, it's not ready. Damn it. There we are. What are you worth? 1,050. More of that. Yes. Deep in Kirkatum, Bashid discovered Urshikesh Hollow. There he befriended birds and played games of chance through the night. In 4,986 BR, Uram, the honored miniature clock, died of natural causes. She was 112 years old. I kind of want to see the weep. Alright, what are... I've seen these before, but what are they again? Cyclopean gibbon. Yeah. Seen some of them before. We even saw like a legendary one. And it was too difficult for me to want to try. What do we have here? An ick slug. Life sap, it sheaths itself in filmy wings and brandishes a sanguine proboscis. Here's the ick slug. A pulpous plum-colored slug races across the floor. We have a slumberling, of course. What's your deal? Laser turret tinker. Not anymore. They still hit a little hard, but I don't have to worry so much about slumberlings now. Okay, they're fighting that beetle for me. Getting away from that. Itchy skin, no. I think we'll be okay. I'll check the book in a minute. Bro, let me through here. Alright, what do we have? What do we read about itchy skin and stuff? No, I appreciate it, but let me kind of work through it on my own a little bit. I don't like to know anything unless I opt to look it up myself, and I do it at my own risk. But I mean, I kind of know that. I didn't know that it would work in this case, though. I know they have stuff to do with diseases, but... But I have like a book here that gives information, so I want to try to rely on that kind of stuff. So... yeah, antifungal cream from gel and slime. And then you need a raw leech corpse. I actually know where to find one. I don't have the spray bottle though. I saw a spray bottle one time, and I think it was a blueprint for one, basically. And I opted not to get it because I didn't know what I would use it for. We'll do this. And we'll go into... We'll try this one. No, that's not the one I want. Whenever you drink fresh water, that's the one I want. You can try that. Does this work? No, because I pour it on myself, I don't drink it. I was thinking that would actually drink it, though. You do it this way. Damn it. Oh well. Clean everything. And we'll, take a little rest here. I could probably do without the, like, infections and diseases a little bit. They're kind of cool for, like, a one-time thing, but I feel like they would be annoying, like, I mean, they're annoying already on a one-time thing, but I feel like on multiple repeated runs, it would just be more of a nuisance, even. I have no idea how far left I've gone anymore. I stopped counting at one point. Let them come down here. Where are they? I hate that so much. Oh no! Servant of Ptah. Fat was shorn from her spindle limbs on the psychic lathe. The irises of her eyes are patterned on shapes that cannot be drawn in the geometries of the natural world. Her weapon is immaterial but inseparable. It was spun from the same thought stuff as her ego. I've seen things like this. Lots of pain. What did I get? Base. God, they're hurting so much. They're only fine. What's going on, Lost and Content? Hey, let me through. No? Something... Oh, they're holding me. Okay. Yeah, we'll redo this then. Hey, buddy. Wow, we cannot get that guy. No wonder it was a difficult fight up there last time. Alright, what's painted on this thing? During an expedition around the godless district of Suralil, Ulamed lost control of his chariot and drove it off a cliff. By chance, a group of nearby unshelled reptiles came to his rescue. For the rest of his life, Ulamed was indebted to unshelled reptiles. That sounds familiar. I can't help but think of well, I hate spoiling things, though. Spoiler alert for something that I haven't named yet. But I can't help but think of the beginning of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. On the night of a full moon, a geologist found a babe with snowflakes on its eyes outside her dig site. She and her fellow geologists adopted the babe and named her Ulapater. That one doesn't sound familiar. The pickaxe is very light. This itchiness is still happening, unfortunately. I don't want to deal with another stupid disease. It's annoying. Hey there. Still not going all that well, is it? I got her feet in her right hand. That's better. Hey, there we go. Reputation with oozes increased. You're still hostile, but you're not a thrall anymore. I think you were a thrall. You just bloody or... yeah, you're good. Alright, what do we have? Artifact. What's special about it? We have things like this already. What is a psionic dagger? Or, well, psionic modifier. It uses the wielder's ego modifier for penetration bonus instead of strength mod and attacks mental armor instead of armor value. It will dissipate from the corporeal realm after some use. Well, that sucks. It just goes away, okay. I'm gonna start blowing up every mushroom. Alright, we will see if I'm where I want to be or not. Ah, it is. Perfect timing. I was thinking we have to be near there. Seek the heart of the rainbow of the quest Klanq. Yeah, Klanq, I presume. Yes, the level up. About time. Not 100% sure what I need to do from here, but we'll look into it. No spoilers, of course. Your eyes lose focus in the spongent craters of a coral moon. Is this the flesh of gods? Illuminated scroll bound by a strand of kelp. Several sheets of tattered, age-strained parchment bound together by a strand of kelp from a distant reef. Okay, we need to do all this stuff. Oh, there's a big old beefy boy. Let me get a good swig of water. 9th of Kisu Ox. I come from the west. My parents sold me into slavery as a babe, though the practice had been formally abolished in Perth years earlier. As a boy, I cut my teeth on the reefs of the shore of songs and lulled the pale sea to sleep with many a hymn, that she might return our sailors from the black stare unscathed. How the melodies whisked inside my skull even then. I was given no name at birth, but the sailors called me Katu. At 5 and 10 years, I ran away. On Eton's spine, I roosted with an eremite who ushered me into manhood. I learned to hunt and laugh and dream. In time, I came to know of the free city and the ingress afforded my kind. I shoved off from my stony nook and trekked to their high gate. and settled there, though I preferred to sup with the anglers and other low folk. In a sun-warmed pool under the rampart, the free seer first noticed me. The slant of his neck from where he watched on the parapet presaged my movements, I still recall. I stood from my bath and shamefully padded to my discarded vest, but stopped. I saw him from that distance. His eyes tucked deep into his shorn dome, his frock as inert as a statue's, and I felt no more shame. Under his tutelage, I rose to prominence in his court. I stood by his side as he treated with the Tuildars of Odrum, and as he plotted against the southern freeholds. When a traitorous cantor slipped poison into his cup, I smashed it from his hands and sundered the quisling's mind. That night, in the hour of the beetle moon, he introduced me to the mirth of an assembled mind. Together with the other cantors we joined, and he named me Mirthful and raised me unto his honor guard. I would be dispossessed of it in under a year. But I must pause now. The cant loudens, and the elder nears. I vow to conclude my story if I still draw breath, and if I am free. 16th of Kisu, Ox. It is dusk. I sit on the bank of the river Svai, but no fire warms my bones. The risk of drawing moon-doting beasts is too great, and any aggregation of minds is sure to attract the attention of the elder. Instead, I write by a flame kindled on my thumb. I left off at being named Mirthful in the hall of the Free Seer. No honor is higher for a cantor of Oth. For months, I trained with my masked compatriots beneath the hall, where our clay cisterns stored the fresh water that would later haunt my dreams. In the spring, a letter arrived from the Angler King. He sought a treaty with the Free Seer and invited us to a neutral council on the doorstep of Ibunadr, arbitrated by the Tuildar of Doria. After much preparation, we set out, rowing our skeddies beyond the bowl of Iris into the frosty shores of that far tundra. Over the course of the journey, the Free Seer's disposition soured. He withdrew from the council of the Mirthful, even my own, and spent the better part of the wintry... Excuse me. Man. I need more water. My apologies there. We are in the middle of speaking and it's just like you got a cough. We'll back up a little bit. Over the course of the journey, the Free Seer's disposition soured. He withdrew from the council of the Mirthful, even my own, and spent the better part of the wintry trek alone in his tent. At first, I attributed his mood to the fragility of our diplomatic high ground, but I soon learned the true tack. We arrived at the camp on Ibunadr on the summer solstice. The twin banners of Attenreach and Doria thrashed in the wind, and the hymns of the Eustace Sutta carried. I remember smiling at the throaty crooning of their priests as we studied the campground from a hillock. As the Free Seer ambled up to my side, I saw the jewel of the hanging hills, Nizramet, the Angler King's wife, she who cemented the peace between her father's fiefdoms and the Angler King's freehold. I saw her, and I immediately knew my own treachery. The Free Seer's gaze was acknowledgement enough. 2nd of Tabat Ox. I have arrived at Kyakukia. Kind Nuntu shares his hut with me, offers me smoked mushroom, and asks nothing in return. I write these words at his desk, and though he lusts for knowledge himself, he leaves me be to chronicle my past. The campaign back toward Oth was grim. I awaited my fate at the Free Seer's hands, though I anticipated being given the dignity of first returning to the hall in my home. I was not afforded so much. One dismal night under the beetle moon, I was accosted in my tent by masked brothers. To my bewilderment, the stithening had come already. How had the Free Seer acquired the Cherry Daughters? Had he bargained for them at Ibunadr, or had he possessed them all along? To this day I do not know. I remember little of the stiffening outside the beating of my own heart high in my ears. I passed out, and when I awoke next morning, the cavalcade had vanished. Only a moment did my recognition last before the chanting in my head took hold. I had heard it before, of course. All my life, in fact, it was the chanting that I weaved my melodies around on the shores of Perth as a small boy. Now, though, it was as if a single distant cantor had summoned 1,000 of his kin, and they each summoned 1,000 of their own. I wept, then I screamed, then I tore the hair from my head. The chant animated my bones more surely than my volition ever had. East and south it urged, east and south, east and south, toward Qud. My recollection of the voyage to the great salt desert is fractured and fitful. I grew sicker by the day, but the chant grew louder, and so quickened the force that compelled me. Surely I would die once I reached the moistureless plains of Mograhi, presumably as had my predecessors before me. Finally I did reach them, where a salt-churned rivulet dried under a golden arch. The arch seems a thing born of my dementia, but that I recalled it so vividly, and that I know it's the least of the secrets kept by Mograhi. 24th of Tibet Ox. I edge closer to the grove of fungi and its preposterous promise. Are the whispers true? Could it be all so simple? I can feel the moistness of the eater's flesh on my lips, though the memory is surely another's. If salvation awaits me, then I promise to take it, whether or not I deserve it. Tonight, though, the jungle shrouds me. I sit under a chrome belfry, a leech kneading at my skin, and I feel no compulsion to bar its work. The companionship is welcome. Now to awaken the past once more, Mograhi. Oh, how the dromads know. How did I survive the great desert? I cannot say for sure. I owe something to the songs I sang at Perth, to the falconry I learned on Etten Spine, to the honing of my sinew under Oth. The fractured dream that was my voyage offers little elucidation, but I do remember chewing salt and summoning gusts of wind to suck the moisture out of the dead air. Of all the riven memories that churn in my head, Mograhi only accounts for a coherent 3. The first is a vision of ruin at the fabled Kubris Yeti, the seat of the Wrathchild Empire, stretched across the alabaster plain where the last of their wicked structures toppled effigies of the man-scorpions themselves. I reposed there, against my will and only out of exhaustion, fixated on the night sky in fear and fatigue. I heard the echoes of a great saltback steps. Even those gargantuans know to avoid the place. The second memory is the presence of the giants. Colossal skeletons in the forms of humanoids litter the desert. I had heard the accounts before, and indeed some of the specimens extend as far north as Odrum. Their history is wholly unknown to us or anyone else, but their bones provide some of the only shade on the salt pans, and so they grew to be welcome sights. So it was with horror that I discerned a truth. One night, while tucked into the rib cage of one of 3 cadavers in a small proximity. You see, all the carcasses shared a commonality, their orientation, east and south, east and south. The third memory is the rust, rusted hulls and rusted spires. It took me weeks to realize what I beheld, for all my boyhood was rife with skeddies and ships, but none were of this size. I envisioned what the past must have looked like, as little sense as it made to me. Mograhi is a vast sea and monstrous vessels mounting its waves. Markings and etches on their hulls had no resonance for me then. Later, though, I recognized the figure of the spindle, and I glimpsed the importance it held for these seafaring eaters. When I lurched to the ground and was righted by a brown-skinned man with a knife, a glowing cat at his feet, I knew it was a dream. It must be a dream. First of Shwat Ux. I owe my life to mollusks. In my haste to reach the fungal grove, I misstepped. My wondering and buoyant mind blinded itself to the presence of a chosen one. She neared me, set on enveloping me back into the fold. But she was intercepted by mollusks. For what purpose did they intercede, I do not know, but they have my thanks. So must they have the Elder's ire. I come now to Qud and the Seekers of the Sightless Way. The chanting compounded in my skull into a final ecstasy wherein I joined an aggregate mind the likes of which I hadn't fathomed. I was primed for it, though, from my first joining on Etten Spine all those years ago to the rite of mirth chaperoned by the Free Seer. I knew that sight guides us no more than salt does. There is ecstasy in the aggregate, indeed, and the Elder is as powerful a center as I've known, but a center is it still, and where there is a center, there is a hierarchy. Which piece of my past endowed me with the wisdom to see through the ruse? Was it the boyhood memory of crashing waves on the shore of songs, echoed later in my vision at Mograyi? Was it the jealousy in the eyes of the free seer at Ibunodur? Or was it a mere wrinkle in the mass mind, owing nothing to my own struggle? I cannot say, but while the other cantors piped their songs to weaken the elder's prison, unknowing thralls to a greater mind, I escaped. The elder, no, Ta. I write the name in defiance of my captivity, even at the risk it incurs. Ta knew nothing at first, but my absence dawned in time. The continuity was broken, and Ta sent agents to seize me. Even now they near. The Ides of Shwat Ux. It is too late, though I sit near a stream of primordial soup. Though clouds of spores surround me, it is too late. My invocation of Ta's name fixed my location and trajectory. The Eater's flesh is mine now, but the Chosen will be here in corporeal form too soon. Could I have lived outside the aggregate for very long? In any case, I do not know. The solitude wears on me as much as my flight. I have one last sundering to perform. A sundering. A memory of a distant life. A lost dream takes hold. I sunder the mind of a foe to protect a lover. Well, there we go. That was cool stuff. That was very, I gotta say it, that gave me a lot of Lovecraftian vibes. The style of writing and just kind of the way this journey was described gave me a lot of Lovecraftian vibes, and I really enjoy it. And he says the Eater's flesh is mine now. So that's cool. So we're gonna take the scroll. We're going to take the cybernetics wedge. And the Eater's flesh says, your eyes lose focus in the spungent craters of a coral moon. Is this the flesh of gods? Whoa! Hey, thank you for the follow. Poking out of a pool of coral resin are the unbleached bones of a human adult. Its remains have seeded a grove of otherworldly shrooms. So I think we, just trying to look here. Oh, no, the game just straight up says, eat the god's flesh. Okay. And that takes us to the coral path, I guess? Because it mentions coral in the description. So let's find out. Where's my friend? Come with me, hopefully? Eat one. Yeah, you finish the step, eat the god's flesh of the quest Pax Klanq, Pax Klanq, I presume? Max, yeah. You gain 1500 experience. Eat the flesh. That hits the spot. You're now sated and wet. You're wet from eating that? I mean, I sometimes get excited about the foods I eat, but maybe not that excited. I thought it was going to teleport me or something. Now what? Something happening? Or... No, the screen is... It's getting wavy, right? That's not just me. Yeah, no, it's definitely getting wavy and moving around and stuff. Do I eat both? Let's go back up here and eat the other one. Yeah, no, look at that. It's happening in the menu, too. That's wild. We completed the quest. That section of the quest. So I don't think I need to eat another one. Follow the coral path. What is this road described as? The yonder path. Follow that yonder brocade. Saw an enemy there. We're shimmering. I just noticed that. Let's look at ourselves. It just says shimmering. It doesn't say more. But I want to go into my thing here and it might say something. Active effects. Metabolizing... Minus 60 quickness. Can see into dimensions half a... Dude, that's so sick. Come on. See, this is why... Jaeger's not here anymore. Jaeger was asking my opinion on this versus Tales of Maj'Eyal. Stuff like that. That's why I prefer this. But I really do think Tales of Maj'Eyal is, like, very, very good. I think it is an excellent game. Can see into dimensions half a step over. That is just... That is awesome. I just don't know what to do with this now. We're gonna try following this road for a bit. This is the first clue that I have. You rifle through the trash to find a bent metal sheet. Cool, thank you. Now, we've seen these roads before. They're not, like, new. They didn't just appear when I ate that. At least I don't think they did. Mushroom flesh. Hey, I did find him. Cool. You finished the step. Follow the coral path of the quest Pax Klanq, I presume? I was... You know, maybe I could have walked in more normally, but no, it actually is fully sealed. Okay. Awesome. Workbench, alchemist table. See, I figured that out on my own. Pax Klanq. Again, I'm assuming this is I didn't double check, but I'm thinking of like Planck as in the physicist. Isn't it Max Planck? I might be wrong. But you know, you're talking about like Planck units of time or whatever. That's who I'm thinking it's a reference to. Is it a coincidence that the knotted, rumpet throng of organ that is Pax Klanq is shaped in the vague form of a humanoid? Or is the prodigy fungus welcoming his extra-dimensional anthropoid visitors with a warm gesture? In either case, his splendid orange cap looks like a fancy hat. The semblance ends there, however. In place of a face, there's only a trio of undulating tentacles. At the edges of your field of vision, more tentacles writhe over tools, books, circuit boards, frog cadavers, and saltwater pearls. You realize just how many things Klanq does at once, and you wonder at nature's decision to bestow peak organic wit to a fungus. Loved by fungi, admired by oozes for penning a moving poem, hated by grazing hedonists for cooking them a rancid meal, and admired by bears for attending a funeral for their leader. That seems like a reasonable thing to admire for. Alrighty. How's it going? Klanq? Klanq puff at you? Yeah, excuse me? Klanq puff at you. Why are you the color of coral? And why did the brick road outside only... Okay, maybe I was wrong. Okay, so what I was trying to say, though, we did see these kind of roads earlier, but maybe this road did only appear after I ate. Okay. Then my mistake, I said that incorrectly. But we did see some roads. I'm pretty sure we saw some of these roads earlier. But I guess they weren't the ones that led here. Or maybe it was all scrambled until we ate it. Why are you the color of coral? And why did the brick road outside only appear after I ate the eater's flesh cap? Klanq want no visitors, so Klanq relocate workshop, half dimension away. Tasty's altar viewing plane. Dude, it's so wobbly. It's like when you stare at a spinny thing for a while and then look at something else. Counterweighted is good for cudgel type stuff, isn't it? It has a bonus to hit. It's pretty cheap, but I'll probably pass on it. Bioscanning bracelets like a scouter. A wrist-mounted display device that gives a detailed readout of the life signs of biological entities in its surroundings. And null ray pistol. Starless metal in the barrel imbibes light and routes it to the null place. The grip acrylic is patterned after ley lines. That sounds cool. Routes it to the null place. See, this is, again, that kind of flavor text like that. The way... that's what makes this game so interesting to me. I gotta do an ego run. I gotta... Whenever I beat the game on this, I think that's one of my next things I want to do. I'll beat the game with this character, and then I'll start up in a proper roleplay mode, so I don't save scum. And then I'll do like an ego run, because with my cheat character, I saw some really cool stuff that happens when you get high ego, and I'd love to actually experience that in a legitimate way, and kind of see it progress, rather than like wish for, you know, 100 levels of experience and then just, you know, just go ham on mutations and stuff. I think it'd be cool to actually experience that more normally. All right, I'm here to collect a debt for the Barathromites. Prickles? Klanq, Miss Prickles. Why do you owe Prickles a debt? Klanq puff on Prickles during lecture on light refraction. Prickles angry. Is that really it? You got excited and like puffed out spores and stuff? Well, you can repay the debt now. Barathrum wants you to build something, a climber. He says only you can do it. Klanq care little for debt, but you owe Barathrum. He needs your help. Klanq puff on debt. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? Klanq think. Klanq got it. Klanq puff on you. You can say puff on yourself, mushroom. I'm leaving. Excuse me? Klanq puff on you. You host Klanq. You spread Klanq for Klanq. Then your Klanq shrivels away. Klanq puff on you. Then Klanq build jalopy. Jalopy, I love it. Select limb to infect. Says we like can't wear I think it said we can't wear clothes on it once it's infected, but it says it'll go away. I don't think much is going on with my face. I don't want to get rid of my back. I don't want to do that on my back because my back has my backpack on it that's helping my carry weight. I've got shields and stuff on my arms. I don't want to get rid of my ulnar stimulators. My feet are actually helping my dodge value quite a bit with the shoes. I'm gonna go with the face. You've gained the activated ability Puff Spores. You've contracted Klanq on your face. You've received a new quest, Spread Klanq around Cut in 4 ways of your choosing. Klanq puff on you. Klanq build jalopy. Ugh, completed quest step. It takes the blueprints. You finish the step. Convince Pox Klanq to construct the climber of the quest Pox Klanq, I presume? So what is our actual quest now? Is it to go spread? Or is that separate? That's separate, okay. Ooh, that's kind of jacked up. You could just put it on the Barathromites or whatever. Oh, we'll go to Red Rock for sure. That's easy. Bethesda Susa, that's easy. Those two are easy. You don't gotta, like, mess with anybody. Maybe I'll do insects, and I'll think about the 4th one. So it looks like we can just go back to Gritgate now. And I want to take a look at our condition here. Base Klanq. Look, honestly, a little creepy. We get reputation with the fungi, but we lose reputation with the consortium of Phyta. We do get intelligence for it, which is interesting. Is that... I don't know. I'm not going to try to remove it. Yeah, I think that's just considered a bonus. What do we... I know I'm going to have a hard time getting there, but what do we need for... Yeah, 23. So I need a couple more levels, because you can't do it with the bonus. So we're at 19. I think... What level am I? 29. I think next level I'll get +1 to all attributes, because I think last time was an attribute point. I think it's every 3 levels they alternate. Every 3 levels you get, like one set of 3 you get an attribute point, the other set of 3 just everything goes up. So we still need like 9 levels before I can even get 23 intelligence if I were really pushing for it. That's kind of rough. Oh well. That Tinker too, man. I could make the Uber Nostrum injectors if I had it. Feels like something I might want to push for eventually. I mean, I don't know yet. It's gonna be rough. Because I understand it's pretty hard to level up too much more. At least I think. No spoilers. So he's gonna make the climber and just take us on our word that we're gonna spread this stuff. So we're actually good. Hey. Why would you do that? Why would you spit that at me? Don't hit my friend. Ah, he did the disarm. Now he might yeah, I was gonna say they might disarm me again. Dude, don't die. Okay, you're still good. For now, Jesus. Badly wounded. Sting. Freezing ray. What are these fungal spores? Okay. Your itchy skin as well. No. This thing dying? It is. Okay, we need to get out of here. Where's my other... Where's my damn weapon? Or did I keep one of them on? No. It's my weapon. There it is. Okay. We're going to use a recoiler. The Grit Gate. Or not. Dude, don't die, no. This is terrible. Son of a bitch. Where's the corpse? Oh my god. I just need to get that and get out of here. Forget about whatever the corpse has. I know there was like an artifact armor on there, but I'm not gonna use it. It was worse than what I have. Oh, here it is actually. No, it's a problem of weight, right? Chitin vest, and I don't even know what this is. That's the artifact, isn't it? Yeah. I might grab that. I can grab that and run. You son of a bitch. Hi. I lose both or one weapon? Of course I lost both. That's not my kind of mechanic, I can say that. I see it. Bonded. I think I'm probably okay. Don't kill the mushroom, dude. Don't kill Klanq. There's one of my campfires there. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's do water here. I like how we left a puddle there. Bloody, inky, dilute, brackish asphalt. Okay, weapons. Oh, is it? Oh, left and right do that. Oh, okay. I hit the wrong button. I didn't know it would do that stuff. Okay. Remove that. Put on the axe. We can get a better one, hopefully soon. I just haven't really found one that I want. Alright, Otto. No? I know we still have to do the other thing too, but I thought we could report... Oh, Barathrum, yeah, that duh. This wasn't from Otto. Tell me about the signal again. It originates from the top of the spindle. Yeah, we read all that, but just wanted to see. I convinced Pox Klanq to construct the climber. What welcome news, disciple. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. Thank you. What did he give me? Not bad. A little bonus there. A quantum mote. That sounds exciting. 4,000 experience. The flywheel of our scheme is spinning, but we must keep our paws on the treadle. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Yes. The climber design relies on the use of electromagnets to interface with the planet's magnetic field and generate torque. Unfortunately, the spindle generates its own interfering field, perhaps as a mechanism to prevent unwanted ascension. Our aim is to access the spindle's control unit and disable the field. How we accomplish this, however, is an enigma. From disparate bits across the archives of the Digitum, Ereshkigal has stitched together a cryptic but instructional brocade. She's learned the field can be turned off from a place called Brightshale, located in the Thin World and accessible only through Reshef's tomb inside the Tomb of the Eaters. Strange this, and imprecise, but as tinkers we know, a crude blueprint is better than no blueprint. You must return to Omen Porch and enter the Tomb of the Eaters. Once inside, trace the errant paths cut into the mausoleum by robbers and vandals, and ascend to Reshef's burial chamber. As for gaining entrance to the tomb, Reshef sealed the gates 1,000 years ago, but there's a flaw in the seal. The ancient mark of death has been lost to time, but if you were to recover it and incise the mark on your body, the death gate would open for you, as it did for countless Eater cadavers in the long-blurred past. Recover the mark of death, Tarim, enter the tomb, and cross into Brightshale. Place your paws once again on the dial and drum. I will enter the Tomb of the Eaters as you ask. As I'd hoped you would, Tarim, take this disc with the signal encoded, just in case, and take this tattoo gun for when you recover the mark of death. You'll want to bring a pickaxe too, or some other instrument for digging through stone, and beware the tomb is a vast and ancient space and sacred to many. I cannot speak to what you will experience there. So he gives me the quantum mote. That's the thing, yeah, we need to check that. I heed your warning. Farewell, Barathrum. Stamped data disc with signal encoded and engraved tattoo gun. Tomb of the Eaters. Cool. Anything in here for me? Quantum mote. It is listed as a light source. It's not exciting anymore. It kind of is. This opaline phosphorescent globe glows with the light of auroras absorbed eons ago. It floats about preternaturally. So we get 6 cold, heat, electric, and acid resistance, and we get +1 on saves. Not bad. Do I have anything floating around me? Light obfuscating lens, which gives me 1 dodge value. And this gives me armor and dodge. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna use it. Why not? Next up, so that's a good reward. I'm happy with it. Engraved. Is it a quest item? Stamped data disc with the signal encoded. Shines with rainbow light. Not much else. Engraved tattoo gun with ink. Ink is jetted into and under the skin canvas by a needle and rotary motor. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Uram. This is what we read earlier. Rhythmicacus Uram gift. We read that oh, no. I swear we read that earlier. The name, everything looks familiar. Okay. While traveling it through Kirkut... Oh, you know what it might have been? It might have been I loaded afterward or something. Because I remember that Tarsharok and everything. While traveling through Kirkutum, Uram stopped at a market in Tarsharok. At an obscure shop, she purchased a rhythmic floating orb and named it Rhythmicacus Uram Gift. Then she went to a nearby tavern and lost Rhythmicacus Uram Gift in a game of dice. She cursed the tavern and left Tarsharok. And there we have it. So the next step for me is to go drop this heavy-ass armor. That I'm not going to use. I think I had this mask on or something. So now, I've got a couple other things I want to do. Let's finish healing up a little bit. And we'll pop a save down here. I guess I don't have to worry about my my goat folk friend anymore. When I'm doing these saves, I don't have to worry about them being corrupted. It's like I can't hit you, so stop chasing me and freaking out and stuff. That's the phase spider that I had befriended ages ago. Oh, it followed me. That's what happened. I befriended that phase spider and then immediately, well, not immediately, but I got tired of it. And I swapped it for the goat folk. Here's the Betal that wants the dopamine implants, but he wants 5 of them. Yeah, place 5 dopamine synth implants before me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go up to Bethesda Susa. Did you see it? Like, oh no, gross. What the hell is that? Contracted mumble mouth on your left hand. Oh, we read about that. I do remember it now, because it talks about how it just like says random words and stuff, right? So we didn't fight it off, despite me eating a thing which tried to help. The colony of Filamentous vermilion seems to incubate a living tissue that resembles human lips. The lips pair together to form tiny mouths that tessellate the infected region. A saliva-like sputum gets frothed up from the dermal base and forms into bubbles that pop when the lips spasm and purse. Each pair of spasming lips flagellate each other to produce a sort of speech-like mumble. Even more curiously, the mumbling across the cluster of mouths occasionally coheres into intelligible words and phrases, suggesting the colony is able to reproduce sounds from a collective memory. So I need to get the spray bottle back. Well, not back. I need to go find a spray bottle. Gel is not that bad. There are leech corpses at Golgotha. So I should be able to do that. We're at Bethesda Susa. So if I just go here and say, like, activate off spores, you finish the step, get some free experience for that. Now we will warp back to Yopa. And we'll go to Red Rock. Red Rocket. And there we go. We've now spread him here as well. You are considered what? I don't think I can do with you. The mouths on your skin begin to mumble coherently, revealing the wisdom of a trillion microbes. The location of a Dromad caravan. What? Oh, that's actually kind of amazing. You note the location. You note the location. I got an achievement. What does it say? Mumblecore. Yeah, Mumblecore. Looking for an insect. Well, hello, guys. They made me spray spores. How terrible. I don't know why I'm wasting time on these guys. It's kind of fun though. My explosive grenade. What started this fire? I'm afraid they're gonna pick up a bunch of crap. Oh, I'm hitting them with the mumble mouth. Wait a minute, did I did drop my weapon. Crap. Because they did say you can't... Yeah, that's terrible. Remove! You can't remove it. Alright, we're gonna have to work on that. Fungi like me a lot more now. Dozens of tiny mouths tessellate the infected skin, their moist lips pursing in asynchronicity and panting out prattle. Every so often, the cacophony harmonizes into sensible speech. But how do we know that's actually where a caravan's at? Right? How do we know? How can we trust it? So now I don't have my ulnar stimulators. Come on, little bish. Get offed up. Fungicide grenade. I just douse myself in that. Not until I complete the PAX Klanq. More? I know this song. This one with like the creaking door sound, isn't it? Whatever it is. Yep. We were hearing this in like the rainbow thing, or the rainbow forest or whatever. Sagittal dog hair, honorable salthopper's right mid-leg, a smidgen of glittering cumin, and a dash of sheathed shavings from a tortoise shell. Oh, hold on. Does this work? Hang on. Give me a moment. It's been a while since I've done this. Ah, it's not working. Believe it or not, it's because I changed paths. Ooh, 3 quickness. It's because I changed paths, but believe it or not, I had a GIF that would pop up on the screen. Like it's on my, it's actually on my stream deck, and it is of cumin. You're an insect, aren't you? Say hello to your new... Yep. It didn't seem to make him mad. It didn't say that I lost reputation. Alright, so who else do I need? I mean, I could do Barathromites. I feel like it's kind of messed up. Succulents faction would probably be, if I go to the 6-day stilt in that area, I might find one. What is that? Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was a stun rod. The mouths on your skin begin to mumble coherently, revealing the wisdom of 1 trillion microbes. And we have bronze semicircle Kikakesh. Okay, we're gonna go to the 6-day stilt, because that's where I found a spray bottle before anyway. So maybe we can find a spray bottle on the way through here. Isakari Raider. I'm not really properly equipped either. Oh, I never got the one for being in deserts, did I? I don't know if I'm going to right now. Yeah, I think this would be it. You travel more quickly, though. We'll do it. Oh, we're getting that music again. It's so loud. I don't dislike it, but it's just really loud. A page torn from atoms may be observed from perfect, a thread from an Isakari banner, some ash and some cumin. Okay, so the guy that I think had the spray bottle was up here. Down here? Oh no, I need to go up one more maybe. Yeah, it's in here. Let's see. I don't see one right now. If that's even who had it. I don't just happen to have one, do I? Because I've fixed things before, right? It doesn't leave you with a bottle, I don't think. Who do we have here? I don't think anyone that would have what I'm looking for. Crunchy slime roast. I have slime glands. Yeah, none of these are really what I'm after. At Starfarer's Key, Reshef consulted with mysterious strangers and learned the secret of the gyre. By cause of the misdeeds of the elder Sads and Sultans, star beings had levied a curse on Qud. Rashef vowed to make right from this wrong and redeem our doomed world. So we need gel, I think, right? I might still have some, but I'll just buy some because it's here, it's easy enough. You want some eater's flesh? You sure are worth a lot. We don't really need to sell much, actually, so I'll do the dagger. We'll just get some extra drams, I guess. Alright, now what? What if he had a spray bottle? I didn't really look for it. Would an apothecary have one? Ah, he does! Amazing. Let's take a look at some of these weapons. The psionic fullerite dagger. I'm not going to use that. We'll get a spray bottle. And I was thinking about some of the other things we have here. Do I want some yuck wheat or witchwood or anything? This should be good. We'll do this. Okay, so now we're good on that. And I gotta think about the last bit of... The last one I want to do... I can just go to the Barathromites. Kind of sucks doing that to them. We're allied with them, but it sure is an easy way to deal with it, right? We'll save first and see how it goes. Man, I miss my companion. They leveled up so many times. We did have a better companion before that was even a higher level. And that's the one that corrupted. But they started at a higher level even. Who's going to be the lucky recipient? Is there like a individual one somewhere? Who are you? Do I know you? Darty, I don't really know you. You're the lucky one. You finished the steps, spread Klanq to Barathromites, and we've done it 4 ways. The infected crust of skin on your face loosens and breaks away. And no one seems to care. They don't even show any, like the spores didn't even show up this time. Alright, so now with that, let's go over to Golgotha. I think we can go there. God, I hate this. I regret this spider. I thought it would be good because they don't like, you can't really hit them. I thought he'd be a good ally. He was okay. Not the greatest. I mean, he went in someplace and started trying to go clutch though, and just poison the shit out of something. Golgotha's right here, isn't it? I don't know how fresh the corpse has to be, but I thought there were some leech corpses out here. Forgot about this stuff. I was like, oh, I'll probably want these one day. I'll leave them out here because I'm too heavy. Alright, well, screw it. There's probably leeches nearby, because I'm pretty sure there were leeches here. There's something. Are you a leech? I thought they were red. No, you're good. Okay, so let's look at our book. And what do we do? So we have gel. An antifungal cream is gel and slime. Crap, I didn't make sure I had slime. It's not the hardest thing to get, but let's make sure I have some. Okay, we do. So we put that in the spray bottle, I guess. So we'd say pour into another container, into there, and we put one. And then the other one is we take one of these gel, which I still had some, but whatever. Pour into another container, spray bottle. No, one, boom. And now, unctuous slime. We'll give it a try. And we just saved a few moments ago, so if it doesn't work, then I'll be like, I guess I did something wrong. And we'll try again. So, antifungal cream must be concocted. The patient consumes a raw leech corpse. Within 2 hours of ingesting it, use a spray bottle to apply 1 dram of the concoction. Okay, we wait. Get out of here. Only reason I did that is to make sure he doesn't, like, screw up the corpses or anything. We gotta, like, start starving or something, right? Anytime now. I mean, we're still hungry. Yeah, we go at like half rate or something, which doesn't help. I think I've only got to like the starving point one time. Oh. Can you tell I'm just holding the button and waiting and staring at that hungry word to see when it changes? Oh, you really can go quite a while. You're famished. Eat it. You feel a little queasy. That hits the spot. You're now sated and wet. You feel sick. Okay, let's try it. Apply to the mumble mouth. It's covered in slimy gel. The infected crust loosens and breaks away. Yes, I did it. Now we can put my weapon back on. And all is right in the world. Also, I can put my face back on. I want dodge or armor. Ooh, dodge. Yeah, we're 10-10. That's what I had before. Awesome! We are good now. I did not get an achievement for curing the fungus, though. Unfortunately. Oh, I'm ill. That's not good. We can maybe... I think I'm just ill literally because I ate a corpse. I understand that, but... cook from a recipe. There was something that actually... Oh no, I had to drink water though. And earlier it says the poison begins to abate, but you still feel nauseous. I think that's all we're dealing with. But just in case... That's pretty interesting. Whenever you drink honey, you get 30 to 40% extra max health for an hour. It's really short, but that's good for a big fight. Huh. That's interesting. Double saves to disease and extra health. That's pretty significant. Whenever you drop below 20% health, you're cured of an incubating disease with a 25% chance. That's exploitable. I like that. You could you can catch yourself on fire or something. If you're in the 6-day stilt, you can walk over the spiny plants. Very easy way to just hurt yourself. Ooh, this is a tough call right now. One do I like? The double +3 is really tempting though. Because I think when I had monochrome, it was like a 13 save that you had to do. So that's like half of it basically. I think my bonus right now is a +3, so that'd basically give me a +9. Factor all that in. I think I'm gonna go with that. And we get health. Terrums crumble meat inside of yuckweed and sweetened donut. Alright. Okay. So now we have to go back to Ezra, basically. We need the Mark of Death. Recover the lost sigil used by the Eaters to mark their dead. Inscribe it. And then gain entrance to the tomb. Let's talk to Zotham. Last time we were here, we were in black and white. It's much better now. Yeah, I don't think he will tell me. I need to enter. Is your motivation just? Yes. Only those who pay their respects to the grave of Rebecca will know the way into the tomb. If you make it inside... We've heard about the Mapengo. So the grave is down here. Does it have the mark on it? Is it this one? Ah, that's it right there. You finish this step, recover the Mark of Death of the quest, the Tomb of the Eaters. You gain 2,500 experience. Succumb to glot rot. How do you die from that? I mean, you lose your tongue, but it stops bleeding after that. You just kind of don't have a tongue. Do I have to know that symbol? Slash carrot, parenthesis, carrot. I know those are not carrots. Those are less than symbols, but I like left and right carrot. Your queasiness passes. You're no longer ill. Okay. Let's give it a try. Let's see what's going on in here, huh? I think this is the spot. So, engraved tattoo gun. Tattoo. Myself. We'll put it on my arm, I guess. Was that the right symbol? I actually just screenshotted it, so I'm going to double check. This seems like something that would be different every time. Yeah, that's correct. Awesome. Describe your tattoo. For example, a tiny snail. Now we're going to put that. Make it black and red, dark red. You tattoo the mark of death on your right arm. That sounds brutal. I love it. Inscribe the mark. Let's do it. Oh. Live and ink achievement unlocked. It's you. Your right arm bears a tattoo. That's so sick. Now where? Where do I actually go to get in? I kind of thought this was it. I voice a short prayer. I definitely look a bit different. I don't know if having this mark on me is necessarily a good thing. I may have to cut my arm off at some point. Which, by the way, how do you do that? Don't tell me. I'll figure it out if and when I need to. But slogs and unclus. What's over here? Have I been this way? This is Banana Grove. I thought it was up here. That's how I understood it. What's over here? This, scoot him back. That bothered me that I moved him. Go over here. Wait a minute. Is that a hammock? And a banana tree? Get it? A banana hammock? So what is this? Because I thought this was the way to the spindle. Deathgate. Atene have transformed the Cyclopean bronze doors into great shelves of seafoam and coral. Lyrical death is depicted on the panels in high relief. Chained cables lift inverted pyramids through a calcified village, gaseous fire and vaults of brine. Skeleton harpists traipse across the frieze, and goats chew copper bones on the cornices. Can I go in? The gates swing wide. Tomb of the Eaters, baby, let's go. I'm gonna take the other one too. If I ever do remove the mark of death, Oh, life gate. Oh, we have a mark of death. Maybe there's also a mark of life. Interesting new revelation. Wait a minute. Do we have another description on that door? Actually, yes. The theater of life is depicted on the panels in high relief. Palm leaves lift pyramids into the star-ribboned sky, and water pours over the lip of an oinoko. Lovers yoke across the frieze, and goats chew copper cut on the cornices. Are you one of the Mapengo? Hologram of Eater. Burnt light erupts on the chromium plate and shatters into a figure from the deep past. Hair, skin, brow, thigh. The features hatch a new emotion inside you, the sense of the strange familiar. As you move about, the figure moves in parallax. You wonder at how this Eater managed to incise themselves into your space-time braid. It's tempting to draw the warden's ire. East and South. Hey, we know what that's from. We read that book just a little while ago. It took me weeks to realize that what I beheld. It's most treacherous and in the wastes. These is so pronounced. There is so pronounced that it was fired in the universe and... Whoa! That's loud. In the universe are identical with much or such or something ferocity. I don't know, you just gotta try to make sense of those things. I'm not gonna read every one, there's a lot. And they're always nonsense because they're so random. Let's auto-explore a little bit. Music is sick. Wait a minute, what is that? What is that wall? Mural median. Stone quarried from the early earth divides the art of a life. So it's of Uram. The tomb mural depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Uram, the honored miniature clock, but is no longer legible. Oh, that's cool. This said it binds the end of a life, because it's the end of the mural. No, the art of a life. Stone quarried from the early earth binds the art of a life. So they did tell me to have a pickaxe or something, so obviously I need to dig around, I guess. But I want to explore a little bit. Ruined mural of Ulapatar, the moss green icicle. Depicts a significant event from the life. It's no longer, yeah, same thing. Gilded marble from the Sultanate of Ulapatar. Precious stone was dragged from the reaches of the dreaming earth, stacked encyclopean designs and carved to the splendor of 1,000 blooming florets. Moistureless air preserves the gilding, but time has softened its edges. What do we have here? That's suspicious. The hologram of an eater. Are you another one? Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to maybe dig around a little bit. So let's hop in here and... Oh wait, no, some tools. Dig. Alright, well if it's an activated ability, then I'm going to do, cool. I've never done that, so that's new. Oh, what do we have here? Different kind of wall? It's Uram. And I'll actually leave it as diagonal. Because if I want to retreat through and use it as a bottleneck, it'll be safer. Oh wait, I could just do this. That's better. Oh, but dig gets you all the way through. Okay, good to know. I know I could go around, but I'm being lazy. It's giving me, you know, I've been playing so much Dwarf Fortress. You know, I can't help but think about it a little bit right now. What do we have on this one? We were of this pistol worked in gold. Okay. Whatever it says. This is reminding me, just a little note. The other day I did, I do programming streams on Monday and Wednesday. And on my Wednesday stream I did the wave function collapse map generation. And that is used in this game. I don't know all the details on every algorithm and how it's used in this game, but I know that this game does use some wave function collapse. That was a big old beefy session though. It took over 4 hours. Lots of boilerplate to get it going. And we have that life door. Could I not have just... Oh, that's interesting. They're separated from each other. I see. Break through it. Do it. Whose mural is this? A Sheed? Just kind of keeps going. Did my... The Falkreet stop. The Falkreet doesn't break. I see a tile way at the top. I don't know if there'll be something over here or not. I have no idea what I'm looking for. And I don't want to be spoiled on it. I'm just... It's fun to mess around and figure things out, you know? Is this more Falkreet? It is. Yeah, there's this tile over here that I was working toward. Okay, that did basically nothing. What's next? Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Ignore me. That was fun to mess around with. Where are we at? We're about 3 hours 40 minutes. Usually aim for about 4-ish. I don't even want to be like spoiled on this. I'm just worried. I don't want to know how long it's going to take. I don't even want to know if I'm going to be able to do it. It's just that I'm debating on just saying this is a good starting point for next time and just wrap a little early, right? I don't want any indication or anything else. We'll just go in real quick though and check it out. I want to see, but also it seems like, you know, maybe instead of getting involved with something new, this would be a decent point. A Red Death Daka. I'm bleeding. Is it that thing? Is this plant? Inverted hands are soaked in the blood of fauna, whose minds were tricked by the patterned bunches of its unbananas. Its fronds are stiffer than its look's sake. Alright. So I keep doing the wrong thing. So far this is really narrow. But they said we're gonna need to be able to dig. Compacted bone, yeah. A cracked lens. Oh, you're one of the ones that can engulf me. Gelatinous cupola. Organic matter's liquefied and all that cool stuff. It extrudes itself form in cupola form. I don't know what that is, but it's not good on its bad side. Are you one of the Mopengo? You're a grave robber. Oh, you got stuff. Congealed rubber gum. I know what that's from. That's from an injector. Not really that great. What are you? I've seen you before, haven't I? Mimic? Oh, yeah. Mimic and Death Pilgrim of the Kirkutum Bane cult. This awful chimeric beast is known to take any number of forms to fool its prey, though no one knows whether it truly assumes those forms or merely tricks the minds of its quarries into believing it's so. That's good. You are a greater one, okay. That's why you're taking... That's why you're tougher. Is that it? Yeah. They're really... Okay, we could break that without even a pick. Whom tethered? Are they mad? Is that a bad effect? Desecrated a tomb. Sprinting? Oh no, I think they killed the mimic. Oh no, it's still... Wait. Is it just frozen? No. Oh, it's a wall, I see. 41 damage isn't bad. Tethered. So that's just another thing that pops up. Okay. Found anything good? Identify, please. Yes. Glitter grenade. Thousands of mirrored facets form a spherical polyhedron. Light dances on its surface. What is that? Neutron flux. Adds volatile density-based effects to cooked meals. And it costs over 2,000. Yeah, I'm not buying that right now. One day I'll learn about it. Today is not the day. Today is the day that I learn that it exists. One day I'll learn what it does. Foliant miner and a conservator. Okay, what's this turret, man? Rocket turret. Had to double up on that to make sure that the guy didn't throw down a bunch of rockets. I found a longsword. I didn't know we could do that. I think it's the first time I found something like that in trash. Vault Catacombs, Tomb of the Eaters, 1 stratum deep. Good music for after what just happened. Oh, they're friendly. Yona. Only mottled light escapes the surface of this Mapengo's plates, as air molly netting bulges with various and sundry pouches, bottles, bits of scrap, and other curios. Tomb tethered. And this one's a little more special, it looks like, because they're disliked by Mazumrod, they're disliked by Denepper and Roots. Agyra. The molly netting spread over this Mapengo's carapace holds pouches of cooking ingredients and scrap alike. There is a familial care in the way A watches over the other Mapengo, but when Air gaze turns to you, it is no less gentle, no less welcoming. A tomb dweller, these are more generic. The charioteer. A tomb dweller, A squats in a soft halo of cool light that emanates directly from the plates of Air carapace armor and the fur between. Every movement is accompanied by a sibilant music as those plates slide over one another, whispering a wordless prayer. And now for the charioteer. This hunched, glowing, plated creature sits permanently affixed in a low-riding vehicle chassis, on which is mounted a pair of pristine wheels. A rolls about with practiced precision, speed outstripping that of Air ambulatory kin. Well then, we are at 3 hours 47 now. And detuned antimatter microreactor. Can I take it? Yeah. The Auto Explorer picked it up for me, so we're good. A bone oven. Eat bone babka. You've gained the activated ability Burrowing Claws and Dig. You can use Burrowing Claws at level 6. Whenever you identify an artifact, you gain 6 armor value for 50 turns. That's pretty cool. Alright. As I said, we're 3 hours, now 48 minutes. I'm going to call it here, because I don't know how this dialogue's going to go. I don't want to know today, because then I'm not going to be playing this until Friday, because that's how my schedule is set up. So I would like to just start with new dialogue, and they could be completely worthless, or they could be, you know, giving me quests and stuff. So I'd like to see what happens next time. Thank you, I appreciate that. Good night to you as well. So as I normally say, thank you to anyone who showed up with your lurking chat, masturbating, whatever you like to do while you watch the stream. I appreciate it. If you like the stream, hit that follow button. If you want to see more Caves of Cud, Dwarf Fortress programming streams where I'm doing a roguelike tutorial in Rust. I'm playing Star Ocean, the Divine Force right now. I play all kinds of games. You can also go over to YouTube where all my streams go up 2 weeks later, or if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, congrats on being in the future. And do all the fun stuff over there, like, subscribe, notification bell, leave a comment. I do read my comments, and I appreciate them. I try to respond. And also, I've heard people in the past complain about the Twitch notifications being unreliable. So you could follow me on Twitter, where I tweet every time I go live. That's almost all I do there. That and like look at a bunch of foxes and stuff. I follow like 3 Fennec Fox pages because they're adorable. Yeah, that's all the main stuff. I will be back in the morning with Star Ocean, tomorrow night with Genshin. That's another one I didn't mention. And then Monday, Wednesday with coding, Tuesday, Thursday with Dwarf Fortress, Friday, Saturday night with this, and Saturday and Sunday day stream with Star Ocean until I beat it. I'm getting close to that one though. Swap it out for something new once it's done. Alrighty, so again, thank you to anyone who showed up, and we got things happening. Alright, until next time, have a good day, have a good night, whatever it is, wherever you're at, take it easy.